Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records. Hope you guys are doing good out there. I had a really crazy weekend, had a pop-up on Friday night, and then today, Saturday, went out and picked up some records from a good friend of mine, and it's just been crazy all day. Haven't even had a chance to look at them. I know what they are, but I just haven't had a chance to sit and really look at them. So I was going out to the garage, all the kids are asleep, everybody's asleep. I was going out to my little man area out here and I was going to look at, kind of drool over them a little bit. So I was like, you know what, hadn't made a video in a while, why don't I just include them in this video, make a video. So anyways, good friend of mine, Chris, shout out to Chris, great friend. He's just purging a lot of stuff, we've all been there, but he's like really getting rid of some good stuff. And lately he was like, what are you looking for? And when I purged a couple years ago, I got rid of all of my 90's stuff, all my grunge, all my hip hop. I wasn't into it at the time. I was really into psych and just purged, just got rid of all of it. Literally had nothing, had no Nirvana, had no Pearl Jam or nothing. So he fixed that for me. So anyways, so that leads me to my next point here on the turntable. We have a Pearl Jam live in Chicago, March 26, 1992. This is an absolute killer bootleg. This is a soundboard recording. It sounds amazing. This was pressed in Europe. Really good sounding bootleg. I would recommend this, and this is what's playing in the background so you can kind of get a feel for what it sounds like. But man, it sounds really good. So we'll get it started off, and just to let you know, these are in no order. They're only in the order that they were in the box in. So he handed me a box of records, and this is the order they were in. So if they're not in chronological order, don't poop your pants. I'm sorry. Love you guys. So the first one, Pearl Jam 10, original, first U.S. pressing, and it is beautiful. When Chris tells me it's in good shape, I trust him, but dang, this thing is just stone cold, y'all. Perfect shape. I just can't even believe it. I had one of these, I had a beautiful copy, and ended up selling it, and really nice to have that back. That's something that really seriously, now the vinyl's gotten so popular, even though they've reissued it, these originals are really hard to come by, nearly impossible. So thank you for that. This is an original Vitalogy. Absolutely love this record. It's been such a long time since I've even held a copy of this. Back when I was landscaping for a living, when me and my wife first got married, man, I listen to this record all the time on my iPod. It really brings me back. Man, I'm so excited to have this again. Brings me back to having that weed eater and just saying, one day I'll be out of this horrible job. Hated it so much. Next is, I've actually never owned a copy of this. I've listened to it, it's pretty good. Pearl Jam, Yield, yeah, it's dope, man. This is a original copy, first pressing, and yeah, like I said, I've never even had a copy of this before. I love this album. I like it. It's just I've never found one at a good price. Literally all the ones I've ever seen have been just like sky high. And for me, the real sweet spot is Pearl Jam's first three. And by the way, he got me some amazing Nirvana Japanese pressings. If you want to see those, my last video, it's called like audiophile only. I got a ton of audiophile stuff, but I got every Nirvana record Japanese pressing. Is pretty sweet. Here is a copy of Versus. This is just nice. Listen to that crackle. Oh, so you know it's good. It's fresh. used to actually have a sealed original copy of this and stupidly sold it. Gosh, I didn't even get that much for it either. That was like 2012, and it wasn't going for as much. But here's a copy of No Code, and this is actually a reissue. I know I haven't checked recently what these are going for, but last time I checked, they were going for like, I don't know, 150, 200, something like that. But I've never owned a copy of this either. This is nice. He told me this was a reissue, so but really cool. It's got a lot of inserts and stuff in it, but pretty cool. No Code. This next one, Riot Act. Never owned a copy of this either, so this is also a reissue because, Lord, these things brand new. Or the originals are, I don't even know, a couple $100. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's got the inserts in it. But man, I mean, before they reissued these Pearl Jam records, I wanted them so bad, but I was like, I am not paying, you know, $200-300. Some of them were like $400. You eat them. I can't do that. This next one, Pearl Jam by Gnarl. It's dope. Man, it's got like a ton of. I've never owned a copy of this either. Not even 100% sure that's how you say it. I've listened to this album a little bit, but never owned a copy, so pretty excited to dive into that. Lightning Bolt. This came out a few years ago, 2013 maybe, 2012 maybe, maybe 14. Who knows? I like this album pretty well. It's got really good artwork. I really liked it. I had that copy of that a few years ago. Backspacer. This is a really cool cover. I actually met the guy that designed this cover, but it looks almost like a comic book when you open it up on the inside. I won't go too deep into that. And then finally, Pearl Jam live at Wrigley Field. I actually got this from him like a month ago, but haven't even spun this yet. Hadn't had a chance. Been so busy spinning a bunch of other stuff, but I'm really looking forward to that one. So that's my Pearl Jam collection, and I already had the Pearl Jam self-titled with the avocado on the front. Already had that one, so I need to get that for me. Okay, so the next group is Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is Stadium Arcadium. Actually, I saw them on this Stadium Arcadium tour back in 2006 or 7. Joker came out in 2006, so maybe that was what it was. Yeah, 2006 sounds about right. But a buddy of mine, the tickets sold out really fast, and a friend of mine was to take his girlfriend to go see him. And the day of, he found out his girlfriend was cheating on him. So he didn't feel like going. So he called me. He's like, "Hey man, you want these tickets?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he just gave them to me. So I was like stoked about that. Got to see the Chili Peppers. Sorry about his circumstances and all, super sad high school stuff. But this one is The Getaway. I don't remember which track was the main track on this one, the single that they released. I remember hearing that and liking it, but I can't remember much about it. But looking forward to listening to that. When it comes up to like newer stuff that gets released like that, it's hard for me to keep up. So don't hold it against me, please. I do the best I can out here. By the way, I've never had a copy of this, but I like what's on here. By the way, great track. The Zephyr song, Can't Stop. But yeah, that's good. Let's see. Yeah, this came out, so this was 2002. So I was young, but when this came out, I remember learning how to play it on guitar. Man, I tore that up. I loved it so much. It was my jam. And actually, you know what? Hold on. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for that little girl to sing the song to me beneath the marquee overload. By the way, I tried to say I'm from this way. Anyways, next one's Californication, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Man, love this record. Like this, my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers record is Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Is my absolute favorite. That one holds a special place in my heart. I love it. I've already got that. So I got this one from him. So that is my Red Hot Chili Peppers I got from him. And then I'll show this really quick since it's the only. This is Stone Temple Pilots. This is an original first pressing on purple vinyl. I don't know if you can see that. It is dope. Sweet. And I was on the fence about this one a little bit, and he kind of talked me into it. He's like, trust me, you're not going to regret it. And I do love this record. I know Hot Topic released a pretty cool purple, like kind of a splash variant or whatever. It was a purple type deal. But anyways, and I had that one, but then I ended up selling it. But anyways, next Beastie Boys, Hello Nasty. Just gonna show this because it is an original, and it's on. That's right, folks. Yellow vinyl. Yeah, he told me it was on yellow, and I was like, that's dope. So yeah, yellow vinyl. Look at that. Beautiful. It's been a while since I've had that one, but I used to have it a while ago. I don't think I had an original. I believe this is original. Don't quote me on that, but anyways, he gave me a killer deal on it. No Communication. This is the only Beastie Boys I think is a reissue. This is a reissue. Yeah, I mean, I used to love Beastie Boys. Check Your Head. This is a first pressing. Man, this thing is like serious. Gosh, this is nice. I used to have an original, and it was not this nice. So wow, Chris, thank you. Next one is Hot Sauce Committee Part 2, Beastie Boys. And this one I'll also show you is on white. It's beautiful. It's got the lo-fi sleeve in there. Because Chris knows how to do it. You got to do it like you used to it. And this is the first original License to Ill. Man, I used to have a promo of this. Gosh, this is a really nice copy too, man. That's like near mint. But yeah, I had a promo copy. This is a tragic story right here. I had a promo copy, and I had a copy that was like VG plus maybe. I sold it on eBay. I didn't get much for it. I was brutally honest about the condition, and it was not in great shape. And so, but I accidentally shipped my near mint promo off instead of that one. Oh, kill me. And then this one, I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve because it's super tight, but this is Paul's Boutique, and this is a first pressing. This is super rare. This one's actually worth a good chunk of change. But it's got a little bit of wear on the sides, but other than that, he said the vinyl was near mint, and I believe him. It's super sweet. And then today, a friend of mine has like a little antique booth And he was there today putting out a bunch of new stuff, and it was actually his grand opening. And I brought him a record he'd been looking for, and he traded me that record for this, Get a Grip. This is actually a recent reissue of it, but funny story behind this, I went through a phase where I loved Aerosmith. Like, actually, it was the first band I really, really liked. I was just obsessed with them. And there was this place in Concord. If anyone remembers this, kudos to you. There's this place in Concord. It was basically, I didn't know what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like somewhere that they sold pot to people in the back room or whatever, like a little bodega. But it was a head shop is what it was, and it had a bunch of nice, colorful pieces of glass that they had blown in there for various purposes. But they also had, I caught some wind that they had some cool band t-shirts in there. I went in there one day. My sister's boyfriend drove me there in his Camaro, and bought a shirt with Get a Grip on the front with the cow udders in the ring. And I just thought it was awesome because I've told you in the past videos, I love cows. I had a pet cow when I was a kid named Spike, and we were best friends. So anyways, like I said in the last video about cows, he was like a brother to me because I didn't have a brother. But anyways, so even though this is a female cow with a ring and the udders and all that, I wore this shirt and my mom hated it. Okay, thing you know about my mom is she hated all my band t-shirts because they were all black. She didn't want me wearing black. But anyways, like one time she washed, and she had a tragic Clorox accident in the washer, which I know wasn't really an accident, and then she spilled some Clorox in there, so all my black shirts came out with Clorox stains all over them, but I wore them anyways, just to spite her. I love my mom. We were so close. That was a hard time though. I was 13. It was tragic. But this one survived. I actually had to hide it from her for years and years. I actually don't know where it is now, but I had it up until I was like 18 or so. Man, I loved wearing that shirt. Me and my mom are super close. She came over for dinner tonight. I love her to death. She's a wonderful woman. But she did not approve of my t-shirts. It's a constant struggle. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to blow through it pretty quick. I really have enjoyed looking at this stuff and drooling over it. I'm excited about the new stuff I got. So, yeah, stay tuned. I've got a ton of psych stuff and prog stuff and like soul and blues stuff that I've gotten recently that I just haven't posted a video about because I've just it didn't feel right putting them in this video. So thank you, Chris, so much. You are just a legend. If you don't follow Chris, his channel is Tunes from the Man Cave. That's the name of his channel on here. The guy's a genius about jazz and stuff. Guy is he's a real deal. I can honestly say he's one of my best friends. And when you do this and you trade records and stuff, a lot of times you're only talking about records, but you know, there's a couple guys that I really talk about life with, and he's one that he's a super good friend of mine. Love him to death. So thank you, Chris. These are in good hands, and I will cherish them just as well as you did, even though I know you didn't listen to them very often. You're gonna love me more. But peace.